Good morning. I'm Nandakumar Patil from ATRC Beta. Today we are going to learn how to draw the orthographic projections. Orthographic projections is nothing but obtaining two-dimensional projections from the given three-dimensional pictorial view. In this shown figure and the orthographic projections, you can see this is the three-dimensional pictorial view given, and these are the orthographic projections drawn by first angle projection method. The first thing, to carefully study this given pictorial view. Carefully study of this pictorial view consists observing all features of this given pictorial view and the three dimensions, studying all these three dimensions of the given pictorial view. As far as dimensions are concerned, now this is the length looking from this arrow direction, which is given for obtaining the front view. 98 millimeter is the total length. Total width is 42 millimeter, and to get the total height, we must add this 20 plus this 21 and this 21 radius. So the total height becomes 62. Now to study the features of this object, see, this is the rectangular slot. In this base there are two holes, vertical holes drilled. These two holes are drilled on the two sides of this vertical part. Then this is the vertical part in which there is one horizontal hole. Now see the dimensions of these holes and all these features. Now this is of 12 millimeter diameter. This is also of same diameter. This is of 20 millimeter diameter. Now to start the orthographic projections, first you draw the reference lines, horizontal and vertical reference lines, and then locate the views. The front view will have to draw over here, the top view will come over here, and the right hand side view will be here. Now, as the views are actually already drawn, I will explain you the projections of this pictorial view here. So in this front view, you can see this principal surface along with this slot and its projection here. Then these are the two holes, but looking from this direction, these two holes, projections of these two holes are invisible, and which are shown here by these dashed lines along with the center lines. Center lines must be shown. Then this is the vertical part, and this vertical part from this direction looks like a rectangle, and inside this rectangle the projections of holes are shown by the two dashed lines, which represents the hole inside this vertical part. After completing these projections, draw all these projectors, which we call projection lines, so as to take the reference of these projections from front view in the top view. In top view, if we look at this object from top, then we can see the outer lines or the outline of this view is a thick line. So this is the rectangle. Then see this middle part, the middle part projection of this middle part is this rectangle, and this is the projection of hole as it is with the same dimension as the dimension here. This distance is 20 millimeter. So here also these two dashed lines are drawn of 20 millimeter diameter and of equal radius from this center line. Then these two holes looking from top will be visible, and that's why we have shown here, I have shown here this by the circle. So similarly, looking from front view and side view, you draw the projections in the side view, and the side view is like this. The parts which is invisible you show by the dashed line, the part which is visible show it by the continuous thick lines and thick curves. So in this way you complete the projections, and then give the dimensions, give the dimensions as far as possible outside the views, and complete this. Thank you.